What's up, ladies and germs? Today we're gonna be talking about something that's a little bit wacky, if you will. We're gonna be talking about Steve's weight in Minecraft. I have to say in Minecraft because I didn't want anyone to come in here and think I'm just stalking somebody. So I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. I've been going through some equations, been going through some simple things that we all know about in the game. And I was pretty much thinking, hey, let's see if we can think about this. And when I say we, I mean me, and you guys are just watching. So I got myself a board. I had this board for quite some time, and I can't even open the marker. And I'm just gonna write out some basic stuff that we do know about, the game and Steve and the laws of physics, basically. And then we're gonna be talking about some other things where like we don't really know. We gotta like look it up. But let me tell you this: looking it up is a lot better than trying to figure this out myself. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not good at any of these. But let's go ahead and just talk about the basic stuff. So we got a block here. I'm not drawing a 3D block. I'm not doing that. Or the height of a block, basically, is around like a meter. Now, when it comes down to Steve, I looked up the height of Steve and whatnot. People kind of they did the math, they crunched the numbers and all that, and they say Steve right here, this guy right there, you see him? Look at him. He's such a handsome lad. He is around 1.8 meters. So it's like, wow, that's pretty interesting right there. So what is this blocking? What does this have to be has to do with anything? Well, I tried to figure out like how tall Steve is when it comes down to freedom units. When it comes down to freedom units, he's roughly around 6.2 feet. I shouldn't say point 0.2. It's like around 6. I'm sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today, but the thing is, he's 6'2" roughly. When it comes down to an average weight of a 6'2" male, I'm assuming he's a male. I shouldn't be assuming, but I'm doing it anyways. He's like an average weight for this guy would be around 170 pounds through 209 pounds. I'm taking up the rest of the board right here. And you might be thinking, okay, do you have a source? I do have a source. I forgot what it was called, but I will show it on screen and I'll put it on the description. I don't have any of this on a script, by the way. This is completely coming out of thin air. So you might be saying, okay, well, we got the thing right there, right? We got the thing right there, 170 pounds, and we got 209 pounds. You might be saying, well, do we have our answer? And I'm like, technically, not really. I don't really agree with this because this is too much of a range. I want to figure out if we can try to get to a more specific pounds. I want to find the specific weight. What do we do? We could be talking about like Minecraft gravity. We can talk about some other stuff because Minecraft gravity, if you don't know, it's a lot different than our gravity, where the gravity in Minecraft is like around negative 28 meters per second and when it comes down to acceleration. So you might be thinking, okay, how are we going to find the individual weight? Now the thing is, when it comes down to Minecraft gravity and our gravity, Minecraft gravity is a lot more. Is a lot more. In our gravity place, it's like around -9 or just 9 or something. It's like there goes the marker. It's like around 9 meters per second. Again, I'm showing it on screen. It's again, I came across a Reddit post as well that was actually talking about this whole how much does Steve weigh, and they came up with a really big number, like 600 kilograms or something like that. I'm just like, that is really heavy. I don't think that's the case, but hey, you know what? If that's the case, then okay. I don't know. They did actually consider the weight in what is it in Minecraft as well. Not in Minecraft, in the real worlds, and it was still heavy. So I'm just like, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, man. Hey, fun fact. My mic muted for whatever reason, and now I'm a little upset. But that's okay because the thing is, I was about to erase this, and then I looked at the footage, and I was just like, wow, I was gonna be so upset if I just did all that work for nothing. So I'm just gonna walk you through everything. Gonna be as slow as possible. I'm not gonna be slow. So in order to actually find the volume first off, because we need to find the volume in the first place, we need to do all these calculations here. As you can see, the head, the torso, arms, and legs. We need to multiply all of that. And when I did that, I get 512, 384, 384, and 384. Now, by adding all of these up, I get a thousand, 1,664 pixels cubed. I say cubed because it's volume, and I say pixels because that's what I was counting. Now, when it comes down to pixels, when it comes down to that, they roughly translate to 5 and 5/8 centimeters because Steve is 1.8 meters. That equals to 32 pixels. I went ahead. Where is it? I can't find it. I have found it. It's right here. I went ahead and multiplied this and this in order to get, where is it? In order to get 74,880 over 8. And then I went ahead, I divided it up, and I got 9,360 centimeters cubed. Now, with that number, I went ahead and converted to meters, and I said 93.6 meters cubed. So we're getting there. There's some progress to be made. Now, because of this, I went ahead and took the average density of a human body, which a lot of people like to say it's 985 whatever. But I went ahead and did this. I multiplied it, and I got 92,196 kilograms. And then I forgot to do the cubed root. So I cube root it, and I got 45.18 kilograms. That's what I got right there. I was doing this in real time, by the way, and I was so proud when I was making breakthroughs when it comes down to this. I was so happy. I was really, really happy for once in my life. So since we have the equation for density, 985, and then all that kind of stuff, we get from here the mass, which is 45.18 kilograms. I decided, okay, so now it would be a good time to actually convert that into pounds. And what I got for, well, earth poundage, if that's a word, I don't know if that's a word, I don't think it is. I get 99.60 pounds, and that's from earth. So Steve is not really weighing that much when it comes down to being on this planet. And this is from my numbers. I'm probably missing something, but I'm going to keep on going like I didn't. So there is a calculation when it comes down to weight, when it comes down to gravity, and when it comes down to something else, when it comes down to gravity and mass. So we already have the mass for this guy, which is 45.18. We multiply it by 28 meters per second squared, and we get 1,265.04 newtons. It goes by newtons, by the way. So by doing this, I decided, okay, I'm going to convert this into pounds per force. And pounds per force, it gets me 208. Ignore that little dash there. That's nothing. 284.39 pounds per force. And when it comes down to converting that into just pounds, it's basically the same thing. So in Minecraft, what I got, unless I'm missing something, again, maybe, most likely. In Minecraft, he weighs around 284 pounds, or 284.39 pounds. And you might be saying, okay, well, that's pretty cool, I guess, in a way. The thing is, I think that's a little too much for an average weight, if we're saying this, but we can also, like, turn it in a way where it's, like, 170 pounds through 209 pounds is just for Earth standards. We don't know about Minecraft standards. But we can also say that Steve is really strong because he can carry a bunch of stuff. He can punch a tree down. He can do a lot of things. So him being that much weight, it could just be a lot of muscle. Or it could be that I'm just really bad at this and I don't know what I'm doing. So there's that. Next episode of whatever I'm doing, we're going to be doing a complete 180. When I say that, I mean, like, we're not doing numbers, we're not doing anything like that, thank God. But we are going to be dropping on by to a little island called Windfall Island, and we're going to be looking into a man that is scared of loud noises. And we're just going to be looking into the psychology of this guy and see what makes him tick. Thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate it. If you like it, give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. And whatever else you have to say, you can, leave a comment and all that. And maybe you can say some stuff about this and say, "Hey, you missed this," or something like that. But if anything, I think that number is pretty good. This is why I'm not a scientist. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna look at a number and I'm gonna say that looks good enough. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See ya. Bye.